Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a follow-up video at a lower level of the RAYMEL strategy. The RAYMEL strategy, I just put out 3 videos earlier this week, and if you haven't seen them, they're in the links below. You can go check them out. Video 1 and video 3 are excellent. Video 2, for those of you that commented because the video was so long, you skipped because we got crushed at the end. But at about the 25-minute mark in that video, we said we're done. We've won our $662, which is what Ray's from PowerPress Clips win rate is. And we said we were going to stop it because the video was so short. We carried on and we got smashed the rest of that video. But I've had a request to run this at a lower level, and that's what this is, the lower limit RAYMEL. And let's head over to the table and we'll talk about it just a little bit more. Okay, so we're over here at the table, and the very first thing you're going to notice is that the look is a little different. My setup screen is a little different. On the right-hand side, you're going to see the shooter list with what shooter order and how many rolls each shooter had. That's been built into the KPI roll tracker, but I am running the latest and the greatest version of the KPI roll tracker, and what you see there is the shooter list I've added to the screen. The best thing I like is it gives you the dice combination at the bottom. I'm not going to pay attention to the left and the right die. I could with this version if I wanted to, but we are not going to do that. So what I wanted to tell you is that my screen is a little bit different. It plays identical. So I want to give a shout out to George over at CY and everybody at Craps Nation for allowing me and the other content providers to be able to use this. I've used this exclusively from day one when I rolled my channel out in late July. And other YouTube contenters have tried it and used it, didn't use it, and some people are, doing some all kind of wild things with it because it's got all kinds of switches and bells and whistles and gauges. I just like this look here. I'm going to stay with it, keep it kind of simple. I like the dice roll. Okay, enough about that. I would like to say thanks to George over at CY. He was the creator of this and the big backer behind it, and also Troy over at Point 7 Out is the latest programmer who is doing wonders. They actually have a crapless version of the KPI roll tracker out, guys. I can't stand crapless craps. Okay, with that said, let's get back to the RAYMEL lower limit. We have a $600 bankroll. I have the table set up. For those of you that haven't watched the videos, all 3 of those videos are in the description below, plus a bonus video. Because the bonus video below, I had some technical issues, but basically in 22 rolls, I lost the $600. Well, I lost $599. I had $1 left. 22 rolls, boom, at this level, it's really hard to do. So Ray plays at a $1,500 level. This bet up here is a 110 level, and he progresses up, gets a hit, goes up, then comes back down. Over here, he starts at a quarter level, and then he starts another whole bet is the hard ways on the 4 and the 10. 1 bet, 2 bets, 3 bets. They're separate. He's always on and working on the place bets. Doesn't matter on a come out or not to come out. At this level, if I was to play this, I don't know that I would play the pass line unless I was shooting. So it's a $15 table. I'm set up at 66 inside. I've got 15 here, and you're going to see that when we press up and we get hit by the 7 out, it's going to change from the other videos in the description below, which makes sense with the progression because you're winning a greater percentage of your return on the investment versus this lower rate. You'll see what I mean. When we lose on the hard 4 and a 10, I'm not going to go up in $5 increments like Ray does. When he gets to the 50, he goes up in $10 increments. When he gets to 100 level, he goes up in $15 increments. We're going to go up in $2 to $3 increments, 7, 10, 12, 15, something along those lines. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Enough about that. We're always on and working. Here we go, guys. And, oops, the only thing I have to do is engage the roll tracker because I failed to do that. And here we go. Dice are out. All right, there's a 3-1-4. So a little action on the table, not in our favor. And by the way, guys, I'm drawing these dice in the same spot because this camera right up here, I used to have in the corner a place that you could zoom in and see the dice, because there are some YouTube content providers, when they put their strategies out, don't show you the dice. Just to say they don't call the dice right. So I always showed my dice, and this is what I'm going to do, is you can see my dice on the screen, but when I push this 1-3 in here for the 4, you're going to see the lower screen change and become a 1-3-4. That's the combination of the dice. Nothing up here. We're going to lose the hard way bet here. That's $5. And we're going to come back up for 7. And we're going to kind of like do that. I wouldn't call it a true martingale or whatever. It's just it's an independent bet altogether, how he runs this. So with that said, let's go on. Oh, the point's 4. Sorry, guys. This roll tracker capability does actually have the ability to put the puck on. How about that, guys? Put the puck on. But the angle of my table doesn't specifically work, and I'm still working with that. So I'm trying to have to not forget to turn the puck on, because I get a lot of comments a lot of times because I rely on the KPI roll tracker instead of the table. Dice are out. We got 325. 325. All right, so we got 15 on it. It is going to pay us $21. Now, here is the difference. At Ray's level of 110, we would have got 35. He takes 22 and he presses it. We don't have 22. At this level, I don't mind doing the 22, but when he goes higher with what he does, it's going to get complicated, guys, with that. So I'm going to go ahead and press the inside to 84, because we were at 66. It's kind of like the skill 66 at the moment, but we have these other 2 bets going on as well. So full press on the very first win. Actually, on his strategy, the very first win he gets, he pockets. It's a, I don't want to call it a superstitious thing. It's a, that you have to watch video 1. He explains it. Dice are out. There's a hard 4. How about that? All right. It's a hard 4. All right. So with the hard 4, we have 7 on it. 7 times 7 is going to be 49. So I'm going to pay myself $50 for 1. And we go back to base. All right. It's a separate bet, separate bet, separate bet. Point off. All right, so we would be back on. I'm going to not use that on button all the time. I'm just going to stop using it because he's always on those place box bets. Dice are out. And I'm back on a hard 4. Wow. That has never happened in the 5 videos that I've shot. Yes, I said 5. This is the 5th one. 3 from the Ray's side at $1,500 buy-in. And we have the one that I got smashed on, had some technical difficulties. One with the roll tracker, also with the functionality of the table working. So you can watch it if you want. If you're not bored, hey, have at it. But at least if you don't understand the strategy, watch video 1, part 1. It'll really help you. All right, so we got a hard 4. We got 5 on it. It's going to be $35. Not bad for those hard ways, but trust me, guys, you cannot bank on that from happening. Oh, we did get a 4. I forgot to pay myself down here on the pass line. So we would have got that when we hit the point of 4 before, we would have got paid 15. He presses that. And at this level, the way that he goes at the $1,500 buy-in level, I don't know that the pass line makes sense. All right, so we had a point of 4, a 5, a hard 4, and a back-to-back hard 4. Dice are out. Hey, see-doocy, shocker. See-doocy. Dice are out. And there's a hard 10. Oh my gosh, guys, that just rolled. That was a hard 10. Sorry about that, guys. Hard 10. I have an instant replay on my my setup here, and I'm really looking forward to using it to be able to show you that when that stuff happens, it rolled. It was a hard 10. So that's going to be a winner on that hardway bet, which is unusual because I don't think I won 5 times in all of the other 4 videos. Anyway, it's a $35 winner. That certainly has helped us get out there with these hardways. We don't have to press it. The only time we press it is when we lose it. All right, we're looking, by the way, we're looking for a $200 win, and if these hardways keep coming, we're going to get there on the hardways, which he talks about, you know, why he plays 3 different bets. 1 bet, 2 bet, 3 bet, dice are out. All right, there's a hard 8. Man, where are these hardways coming from? Hard 8. Hard 8. So on the hard 8, we have 28 on the hard 8, so that's going to pay us 30 for, I'm going to pay myself in red and white because I don't have that many white there. Go ahead and pay ourselves 28. So with that 28 win, here's where the rocky road comes, and it's kind of boring because on a long roll you would have made a lot more money, but what you do is you bounce down. come back down to base. And in this case, base is 66 on the place bets. Now, I'm going to take this 22 and kind of just shift it right over here for the moment. It's out of play, but trust me, we're probably going to be needing it here before long. All right, dice are out. There's a 415. 415. All right, so we have 15 on it. It's going to pay us 21. I'm just going to rack this 21. And guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take that 22 that we just took down, and we're going to put it back up. And this is the rocky road. It just keeps going back and forth, just like this. All right, I didn't stack those appropriately because if we get another hit, they just come off. All right, dice are out. In the corner, we got AC Doocy Shacker again. All right. All right, dice are out. And another hard way. Hard 8. Oh my God! You know, if you're trending the table, guys, would you play these hard ways? I mean, think about it. We got 28, 24 on it. It's going to pay us 28. This time I am going to pay myself with a green and 3 whites. So 28. Guys, we're probably real close to our $200 win rate now, just in the hard ways. So I'm going to bounce back down. I'm just going to set this 22 over here. I'm not hoping that we get hit so we can go up and come down so you can see how this plays, because this would be too easy at this table. You look at the video I shot with this, it's in the description. It does not go like this, guys. Dice are out. 426, 426. All right. That's we got 18 on it. It's going to be a $28 winner. Again, I'm going to play myself with greens and 3 whites, and I'm going to take this 21. I mean, it's 22 here. Just going to pile it back up until we hit the blank out. We know it's coming. It's got to come. Dice are out. 639, but we would love to have this continue. 639. All right, so that's going to pay us 28. Going to continue to pay. We're at our win rate, guys. I mean, between the hard ways, we're at $200. We took everything down now, we'd be above $200. But I'm going to keep playing only because, and don't somebody put in there say, you didn't stop at your win rate, Jeff, because you could have walked away. I want you to see how this plays at a lower table. All right, so I paid myself 28, and we bounced down. All right, set that over there. I'm not rooting for the, I'll say the word, maybe it'll help us. I'm not rooting for the 7, but I want you to see what happens when we have to go up on the place box sets. Dice are out. That's where I struggled before. 639. Wow, 639. The person that asked me to do this is going to say, wow, it does work at a $15 table. Guys, we don't have rolls like this all the time. All right, so that's going to be a $28 winner again. Pay myself in green. No, that's a $21 winner. We're down at the $21 level. Sorry, guys. 20. It's 15 on there. So there's your $21 winner. We'll go ahead and stack this back up. Take it back up to 84. All right. And the dice are out. There she is, finally. 437. It's like I'm happy I got it, but I really want to show the video for what it is. And I'm going to talk just a little bit about 437. I'll talk just a little bit about what is going on here with the rolls and why we're going to do a couple things a little differently. So with that said, let's go ahead and take everything down that wins, and you'll see what I mean by where we have to go. So we know that we lost all this. We lose the hard ways, okay, and we lose this $30. First of all, let's start with this $30. I don't know that I would press it the way that he does at a $1,500 level. He goes to 50, comes back to 25, goes up to 50, loses at 50, does a couple things differently here. I don't know that at a $600 level you can afford this pass line bet. If you got hit several times at $30, that would be a lot. But we're going to play it the way that he says play it. Look at the chips I'm taking off the table here, guys, okay? That's it's a considerable amount of chips because we were at the 88 level. Now, the base level on the place box hits are $66. So now, Where I struggled with in the video that kind of boo-boos below, where I lose $599 in 22 rolls, I didn't know what to do here. I honestly didn't know where to go or how to do it. So I came up with this concoction. 66 and 66, guys, obviously it's 132. You gotta have some type of something here. So what I did is I come out here and I'm gonna go 120 across. I'm just adding an extra $10, $5 each on the 5 and 10. The line bet was at 30. I'm gonna put it back out there at 15. I don't like that. And then because we lost on the hard ways, we're going to go up in increments of $2 to $3. Each one of these would go to 7. But if you remember, we hit the hard 4 twice and the hard 10 once. So we definitely have 1 on there. Our point would be off, and we would be, everything's on. I'll put this on the button down here one more time. And we're on and off to shooter number 2. Shooter number 2. Dice are out. And there's a 7 out. This will work. We get a long roll, and then we get smashed. All right, so we do have, what's that, 6-1? We do have a 6-1 come out 7. Okay, so this is where the strategy really gets bad, because if we hadn't had that $200 win on that first shooter, think about what level we have to go to. So I struggled in the video below at this level. I didn't know where to go. In Ray's level at the $1,500 buy-in, he goes 15. He goes 110, 220, 330, gets a hit, presses up, gets a hit, comes down. And that rocky road works at that level. At this level, guys, we just took off, a lot of money. 220, 235, 245, 245, 145. So just in those 2 rolls between what we had out there and then the come out 7 that hurt us, and guys, I'm not promoting you play like this, so don't think that this is the case. I get slammed a lot that was a stupid strategy, and why would you even do that? We're doing it here for you to show you whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, and we're practicing some things here. All right, so where do you go next? In his level, we will be at the 330 at the $1,500 level. Look what 330 would do over here. So what I decided to do was go 66, 110, and then, as much as I'm gonna hate to do this, because if we went the next level would be 75, 75, and 78 and 78. I still think that is too much, but we have to get something out here in order to go. Now, if we went his way, we would be at 220. I still think that's too much. Look at our bankroll. I still think that's too much to take that hit, because on a win, we're only gonna win $70 if we get hit, because we're gonna be on here if we get a place box hit. But what are we going to do over here? We lost. We should be going up to $30 over here. I'm not going to do it, guys. I'm going to keep it at 15. Over here on the hard 4 and 10, we should be at $10 each. Remember, they're separate bets. So let me get some change here. My dilemma that I'm having here, guys, is what am I going to do right here? I don't know that 220 makes sense, because we're starting at 66. And then we went to 110, to 120. We should add another probably 22 to it. So we should make that, in the 140 some range. And so, in order to be able to do that, we would have to kind of do something like this. We did 30 the last time, so we should have 30 on each one of those. And then maybe, notice what greens I'm taking off, maybe just take these to 36. This is the part I struggle with, because in the true RAYMEL at the $1,500 level, the rocky road, you can sustain a lot. You can really sustain a lot. All right, so that's a come out 7. We're still on shooter 2. We're set back up. So you can see, guys, we won some decent money on the hard ways. If we hadn't won that, where would our bankroll be? Dice are out. And there's a hard 10. Listen to me. See that? These hard 10s don't come that often. Hard 10. So the point's going to be a 10. And we're going to win $70 on the hard 10, because we have it. It was on and working. Every bet's always on and working. All right, so there's the 70. We take the 10 back down to the base level. We leave the hard 4 at the second level. So there's $10 on the hard 4, $5 on the hard 10. And these hard ways have kind of saved our butt so far with this strategy. All right, here we go. We got a point of 10. Dice are out. And there's a, oh my, this just doesn't happen, guys. You'd think that this was planned or something. There's a hard 4. Oh my gosh. I wish this would happen. I've rolled more hard ways in this one video than I did in all the combinations of the other ones. But it's part of the strategy, and that's why Ray separates the bets. All right, $70 win. We almost got almost everything we lost there. We dropped this down to the base level. All right, hard 4. All right, dice are out. And there's a 549, 549. So at this level, we have 35 on it. Put the 549 in there. All right, so it's going to pay us 42. And because that was a win, now we're supposed to press before we come back down. Now, what do you press it at? I say you press it at the 22 level like we just did. And then we come down. So we're going to have 35 on the 5 and 9 and 42 on the 6 and 8. And we only need one more box hit and then we'll come down to 66. He would go down a level, but I think that this level you got to come all the way back down because you've recovered everything you've lost on that come out 7 and the 7 out at the 84 level. So let's see what happens here. All right, dice are out. There's a 628. 628. 628. All right, so it's going to pay us 50 for 1. 50 for 1. And what his strategy would call for is one of two things. He would just come down 22. Okay. He would come down. He would play one more roll and then come down. I'm not sure whether I want to come all the way down now. We're back to, you know, our loss from that. You got to get back to base, and that's the whole idea here. So I'm going to play it his way. There's a lot of money out there, guys. 30, 60, 90, 120, 132, plus this pass line bet and the hard ways. That's a lot of money out there at a $600 bankroll. All right, dice are out. 639. We got past that because I was getting ready to say if we get the 7 out there, we would be at 66, and we have twice that much out there. All right, so that's a 639. So that's going to pay us 42. Let's go green. 42. Now we're going to come down to 66. We've done what the Rocky Road portion of the RAYMEL is supposed to do. This is how it works at this level. But I can honestly tell you guys, I got crushed. I got crushed in 22 rolls. It was a cold table. Cold table. All right. Let's see here. We're doing 66. You hear some tapping. That's my dog walking in and out of the hardwood floor that's in here. I think that she's trying to either bring me a toy or she's telling me she has to go out, but she was just out. All right. Point still 10, 15 on the pass line. We're back down to the base on the hard ways. We come down to the base on the inside. Dice are out. There she is, 437. All right. So now we had a win, a lot of wins there. 437. He has at times, because he won, just come back out with the base level. I'm looking at my rack over here, guys. If we were to rack this up, although we've lost this, you know, we're at 5, 6, 7. You know, we're really close. Let's see, 6, 7. Yeah, we're at $800. We're probably at our win ratio. But for the sake of the video, let me just turn around and look at the time. Let's take a look at the time. Give me 1 second. Put the chips up here in the rack. Let's take a look. We're at 24 minutes. One more shooter, guys. One more shooter. We're going to take this thing up. We're going to take it up, and instead of taking it to the full double of the 66, I was doing, if you remember, I was doing the 120, not 110, 120. I'm putting 30 on the 5 and 9. All All right, this pass line bet is really bothering me. It should go to 30. I'm not going to, but our hard ways over here will go to 7 because we were at the baseline of $5. Now we've already won a fortune on those hard ways, but that's 1 bet, 2 bets, 3 bets. At this level, unless you're shooting, I don't know that you need this pass line. I don't know. All right, last shooter, regardless of what happens. Just let's hope that it won't be, well, I will say, at least it'll show us how the functionality of the strategy works. By the way, when he shoots, he uses a 4-2-6-4 dice set. All right, coming out on the third shooter. Dice are out. Oh my God, we got it again. Well, this is why I'm showing it. 4-3-7. 4-3-7. And you know, I have a tendency when we have come out 7s like that to stick some money on hopping the 7s from time to time, and I never hop the same numbers that come out. Look at that, guys, back to back. Now, this is, once again, you're into the pucker factor because we just lost a lot. Everything that we won, this pass line bet really bothers me, guys. Have I said that already? I'm telling you it does. So, wow, what are we going to do? Are we going to do the same thing we did before? I think we're going to have to. All right, we're going to add the, actually I forgot how I did it. Now I actually have, I really seriously have forgot how I did this. So if I'm not mistaken, 35, 42, 35. I believe that's what we did with 2 hits and on. Now, still need some reds. Still need some reds and some whites. Because we're going to be at, oh no, I don't need that. We're going to be at the $10 level on the hard ways because we were at 7. All right, 10 on the hards. We will go up to 12 the next time. Come out 7. Let's see what happens here, guys. Here we go. Dice are out. Oh my God, this is the reason why a $600 bankroll is really, really hard to do. 617. Think about that, guys. You know, the combinations of well, 6-1. Never mind. I'm thinking 4-3. Disregard. All right. This is where, you know, you should change strategies. You shouldn't play this because at a $600 bankroll, this is what happened to me in the very first video. I didn't even have the pass line bet out here. So I'm just going to take this $10 away to make it close enough for government work. But we're going to give this strategy a chance because I know at the $1,500 level we went deep. We went deep into 880 at one point and recovered quite a bit. So now the logical thing to do here, guys, is we're going to go 75. Whether you go 90 here or 70. Because you came with, I told you in the beginning, you came with the 600. You don't have a stop loss. You just have the 600 is your stop loss. The win rate is 200. We were already there. We should have stopped, but we didn't. So what I'm going to do here is, am I going to go to, do I want to go to 90 on the 6 and the 8 for 105? And the 5 and 9 will pay 105, or do I want to go 78 and pays us 91? Logical thing at the $600 roll would be to probably play this at the $78 level on the 6 and the 8. And yes, guys, I'm not making this as I'm going along. I'm actually thinking out loud how I would do this. Knowing that I came in with a $600 bankroll and would risk it, we do have to get the 4 and the 10 up. I still need change. So I still need change. Because the 4 and 10 is part of his whole routine here. I'm not gonna put the pass line bet up because we're not shooting. I think at this level that would be kind of crazy. We're going to be at $12 on the hard 4 and the hard 10. All right, here we go. Still on shooter 3, trying to get a point set. Dice are out. That's 628. See, if we were at the 90 level, we would have won 105. Now we're going to win 91. 91. Let's see. That's a 628. 628. So 91. 75. 91. Now he has to press this. How are we pressing this? Because we're going to press it 66. I'm thinking that you got to. I'm thinking that in order to make this thing work right. So what I think you got to do, that's 50. I think the right thing to do here, because you're so far down, is to take it up to, press everything up. I'm going to take it up to the 120 level on the 6 and the 8 and $100 level on the 5 and 9. I think you have to switch. I think you have to switch your philosophy, because you came with a $600 bankroll. It is almost gone. You have to do something here. I have to get change because I'm $5 short on the 6. So, you know, to make this thing work, I think that's the right move. I think you have to do this. So we're 100 on the 5 and 9, pay us 140. 120 on the 6 and 8 pays us 140. We have to get 2 hits out of this, because actually you get a hit and go up and then come down. Oh wait, we just went up. Maybe not. All right, let's go. Dice are out. Oh, I don't have my point on. The point is supposed to be the 8 again. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't have the point on the last one. Somebody in there is going to say something. Maybe I did. Oh, we got a 3, 2, 5. I didn't even look at the dice. So the point is going to be the 8. The 3, 2, 5 is going to pay us 140. Sorry, guys. I know I get confused. I rely on the KPI roll tracker. Sooner or later, I'm not going to touch that puck. It'll automatically come up on the screen. So that's going to be 140. Now, in his level, we've pressed up. We come down a level, and then down to base. Well, we're actually not even at base. All right, so I'm going to come down a level. I'm going to leave this at 90 this time. So as you see, I'm pulling 110 off the table. We won 140 and 110. Let's see what happens here. We may have to go into a 4th shooter to see if this can really recover, to give it a fair enough time. That was a 3, 2, 5. All right, dice are out. And there's a 4, 2, 6. It's going to be a $105 winner. 4, 2, 6. Now, I'm trying to remember, because we went up 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. We're bouncing back down. It's going to be a $105 winner. Do we, and guys, I'm talking out loud because I'm trying to convert this from the $1,500 level, green chip level. Because if we come down a level, we'd still be pretty damn high. So we're going to come down to the 120 level inside and take the majority of these chips off the table. Ray, tell me if that was a good move at this lower level. I think that would be the right thing to do. I think that you may have stayed out there, because we recovered what we've lost, and we're back on the plus side again with the Rocky Road portion of this. We don't have a line bet out, but it is what it is. All right, the 4, 2, 6 was entered. Dice are out. There's another 4, 2, 6. That's going to pay us $35, and it's a win, guys. So we haven't made it back to the base level, 4, 2, 6. So we're going back to base. We're taking this $35, and we're going to head back down to the $66 level. So we're going to come back down to 66. And I can tell you right now, guys, we're at the $200 win rate, or very damn close to it, if we didn't come out here on this bet. We didn't come out here on this bet right now. We are back up there. So you saw us take that tremendous hit on those come out 7s with this little Rocky Road thing here. So Ray and I talked offline after we recorded the first 2 videos, and we talked about, when do you stop? You have to stop at some point. You stop on a win, you stop on a loss. So, you know, if we take this down right now, guys, we're at a $300 win level. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 66. Yeah, we're at $800. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're at our win rate. Let's see what happens here, guys. Dice are out. Whatever we do, this will be the last shooter. Win, lose, or draw. 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. All right. So it's going to be a $21 winner. And what are we going to do? Yes, it's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to throw $1 out, and we start the pressing again. The pressing routine. And I don't know how many hits I'm going to go before I pull this down and actually claim it's a win and stop, Because if you listen to Ray talk in his videos, he actually says that he stopped in the middle of a roll with an ATS out there, passed the dice, and walked away with a $600 win. Because you got to be disciplined. We're at our $200 win. Dice are out. That was a 6-4-10. Now that's going to hurt us on the easy 10. I don't know how many more rolls I'm going to go, guys. I really want to stop. I really do want to stop. I just want to let you know that, because we would lose this $12. We're going to take the hard 10 to 15. We still have 12 on the hard 4. Remember, 3 different bets. 1 bet, we're not on the pass line. 2 bets, 3 bets. All right, here we go. Dice are out. And there's a 3-1-4. Wow, now we're going to get hit on these hard weights. Guys, I'm really thinking that we should stop and take the $200 win. And I'm going to say that, and I'm going to lose. And somebody's going to say, well, you weren't disciplined enough, Jeff. You didn't stop. I'm telling you guys, if I was here to win my 200, I would. We're going to come back out here for 15. Because even if we take a win here, what we've lost on these easy 4s and 10s is what we're going to make by hitting one of these bets. All right, dice are out. And there's a 3-2-5. 3-2-5, that's going to be 28. I'm going to paint myself in green and white. 3-2-5. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, I think I'm not going to go back up. I'm going to get, or hope to get, one more box hit. Pull the chips down, tell the dealer turn us off, whatever, and we'll see what happens. Now, with that said, because I jinxed myself, we know what's coming next, right, guys? All right, here we go. Dice are out. And there's a 4-2-6, and I am going to stop right there, guys. We're going to count up. If we're above $800, we're going to stop. 4-2-6. 4-2-6. I will complete the roll because I have people that roll with me. They hate it when I stop in the middle of a roll. So I'm going to roll this out, guys. Just bear with me. Okay, Mr. Dealer, take me down on everything, including my hard ways. Let me have my chips back. Turn me off. Whatever you want to say. We're going to get this thing counted up, and we're going to see where we are. Remember, we took a pretty bad hit there. A couple of them, as a matter of fact. So this is going to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50. This is going to be 100. All right, so there's 850. 8, 50, 60. This should be about 11. It is 60, sorry. 50, 60, 71. 871. Okay, we're stopping. We're off, guys. We're just going to roll this out for the sake of my viewers who like me to finish the hand. All right, here we go. So we are going to win, even though we took those big losses. So maybe this RAYMEL at a lower limit can work. But, guys, we got lucky on those hard ways. We really did. Let's see what happens. Dice are out. Did we do right? There's a 5-4-9. We would have won. Let's see, we would have been pressing up. We would have went up the level, so that would have been a $21 win. Well, it would have went up. We wouldn't have won it yet. 5-4-9. This next one will be the cash. Dice are out. And there's the 7 out. We did right, okay? So we wouldn't have won that 21, and we would have had 66 out there, so we would have lost $84. We would not have been above our win ratio. So there's the 5-2. All right, so let's think about what took place here and how we did this. The RAYMEL, $1,500 buy-in, 110 inside, quarter on the line, up and down on the pass line. Hardway parlay, well, some type of martingale parlay, not parlay, martingale system over there on the hard 4 and 10. That really helped us in the beginning. We got crushed and came back. We were at the 66 level. We went from 66 to 110, 120. Sorry for those guys that asked me about this. 66 to 120. If we got hit again, we took it to 140, 35 and 35 and 42 and 42. Okay, so we took it to 154. 154, and then we actually had to go higher than that. On the next one where we got hit, we were 75 on the 5 and 9, 78 on the 6 and 8. Got a win, came back down, got hit. The second time I took it to 90, and we were all the way up to 330 at one point inside, and we carried the win up to bring it to 440 inside before we trickled our way back down. That's how we got our chips back, guys. I think that makes sense that the RAYMEL possibly might be able to work here with a lower buy-in. I tell you that video, it's in the description below. I got crusted 22 rolls. 22 rolls. Here, let's take a look at this. This is a hot table here, guys. The 7-roll ratio is even, 5.7, but the 7-out ratio, you know, pushing, 11 and a half, it's 11.3, 34 rolls, and we made our bank. We made what we wanted to do. Hey, guys, if you liked the video, I appreciate it. If you would, give me the thumbs up. Share the page, and if you haven't done so yet, I would appreciate it if you could click that red subscribe button, ring that bell for notification. Yes, we do have some promotions we need to talk about, guys. I had to get this video done because I have a craps chat session coming up. I need to get this video out before then. Till next time, guys, as always, I appreciate all my viewers, all my subscribers. As always, be safe and play smart.